Hey everybody, welcome back. The budget portion of my channel. And yeah, so before we get into this budget thing, let me explain my channel, okay? So it's called Laura M. Wood because I couldn't think of a cool name for it because I do so many different things. So I just left it as my name. I may add Laura M. Wood, life, and other, I don't know. I'm thinking about adding onto it, so it's more descriptive, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you for new subscribers. I appreciate you joining me. For whatever reason you join me, either for the crafts or for the planners, or this new thing is the budget thing, which I'm telling you right now, I want to pull my hair out. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't. The mom life, she has several kids. I only have one kid right now. I have a bunch of kids, but living at home, I only get one. And we're down to one income with my husband. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't. I've been sitting here all month, and this is why I'm going to do the video. I got 3 videos for you. Let me see what I'm naming them. I don't even remember what I'm naming them. Let me see. Right now, in my book, they're called Budget 2, 3, and 4. So budget 2 is how the first part of what I had to do. Budget 3 is going to be the first half of October, what I done. I'm going to kind of show you. And then budget 4 is the second half of October. Okay, so that's how I'm doing it right now because I have no clue what I'm doing with this. I'm still trying to figure it out. But anyway, what I was saying is my channel, I have crafts, I have planners, I have this budget thing. I also have some like scripture journaling or whatever. I haven't done a whole lot with that. It's sitting over here behind me. I have several carts. The cart behind me is my planner cart. I have an October daily cart. I have a December daily cart. I have several craft things, you know. This is my personal channel, so I do what I want to do. So it's not any one specific. There's going to be shopping hauls, there's beauty, there's a little bit of everything, and I try to put it in playlists so it's easier. If you don't want to watch this budget stuff, don't watch it. Go to the playlists, and I think once you go to my channel, there's a playlist, and you can see, you'll see crafts, you'll see October. I guess I just called it October Series 2021. That has October Daily in it. It has hauls in it. It has anything to do with October is inside that. And then I have my planner series. Planner series is there. So you can go in and look at that. I have a miscellaneous tab where I did not go through and separate everything. I did everything the best I could. I have a car series, car clean out with me. That's down here. I just did that this summer, this spring, summer. I have 2 vehicles that I use personally. And I did decorate with me and all of that, clean out with me with that. So there's several different things that I do that I like to do. But right now I'm trying to get organized, get my crap together. I do have another channel. I have my Reborn doll channel, and that's always listed down below. It's called Tiny Toes Reborn Nursery. I don't know, call me an artist, but artistic, yes. And I started it because I suffer from anxiety and depression. So this is kind of like a little get to know me kind of thing. I'm going to do another video about that. Anyway, I have another channel. That stuff pertaining to that is over there, okay, is on that other channel. Very rare do I do anything with that channel here. You'll see everything over there. But I have 2 channels. That one has a lot more subscribers, a lot more stuff going on with it. I have had this channel, I call it my personal channel. I've had this channel since 2000, I don't know, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. I've had it for a while anyway. I started it because Ariel was getting bigger. She likes to sing, so I just started it so I could just put stuff on it, you know. And since then, they have changed the rules. So a lot of my videos that were on here you can't see because I still have them. They're all marked private. So I can send somebody a link to it so they can watch it, I guess, or something like that. But I have private ones. So yeah. Anyways, budget. Here we go. I'm gonna do another video so you guys can get to know me. I think I did one already, but I'll do another one just so it's up to date and everybody can see it. I do have a giveaway going on. It's my 500 subscriber giveaway. And this time it is a craft thing, crafty stuff. And you can go check that out. It's in the linked in the bottom and at the end of here. Okay, so as you know, I started before getting into this budget stuff and buying a book and buying this stuff. I am just trying to get my head wrapped around the budget itself. So I just bought a regular notebook. I should have bought a bigger notebook, and I could probably change into a bigger one, but I've already started with this. So we'll keep it with this. And this is what I use for my billing. This is a Webster's Pages book. I love this book. And it's got rings. I really like the idea of these. So you can take stuff out and put it back in. It's easier and all, whatever. So for the budget thing, I was trying to figure out how I don't want to have 4 or 5 different friggin' books. Excuse my language. I did not want that. So I thought about just getting, I don't know, plain lined paper for now, because that's what I'm using, and put it behind the month, because this is my billing thing. You can see this is what it looks like every month. Okay, I have bills in here because it's towards the end of the month, and I have my next. I also have Ariel's, because this was what I was using for my yearly thing. I was using this too. So that's why there's so much in here. This is January through August. Up till August is in here. So I can take those out, actually. So it's a lot thinner here. So anyways, this is where I write. I only have a monthly calendar in here. I only have a monthly calendar in here. And I write down when things are due, when hubby gets paid, and all of that. So that's what's in here. So, in starting this budget thing, I had this piece of paper, and I wrote down, let's see, who was I watching? Did I write it down here? I was watching one of them. I don't know who it was. It was budgeting for beginners. I can't remember who I was watching first. I have a list of them back here. Before I go any further, why don't I give them a shout out. This is just some of them, guys. This is just some of them. Jordan Budgets. She's cute. She's a single mom with 2 kids, and monthly budget for beginners. I think I watched her first. And then there's Beautifully Me and You. I love her stuff too. Start a budget. Budget with Bree. Had him make cash envelopes because I thought that would be a good idea instead of having to buy them right away. I mean, there's a bunch of Etsy people which are awesome, and you can buy them already made or whatever. But for starting out, I thought maybe I'd make my own, just to. This is all new, and I can see that it's going to take a minute to do this stuff. The Mom Life, Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy. I love her channel. She's so funny. She's kind of like I am, kind of off a little bit. You get talking and you get talking about something else and talking about something else. She's really cute. And she does like a online live Like this channel, I can't do lives yet. I don't have enough subscribers. You have to have 1,000 subscribers or something like that. My other channel, I can do lives, and I've done one. I haven't done another one. I need to though, just for the interaction with everybody. Shay Budgets is another one. Taylor Budgets, Brit's Budgets, Budget with Bree, Mom Talks and Budget, Life or Debt, Missouri Prepper, and she's got a bigger name than that. Budget with Laura. I'm Laura. But my channel is not called that. So those are some of the ones that I started watching. And there's tons more, guys. Tons more. Tons. Tons and tons. So I started watching them. And the first thing that you have to do is you have to write everything out. So what I did was, I think it was the month before October. I went through August, and I wrote, and this is messy. I'm going to show it to you. This is messy. And I should have gotten a bigger, I write big, and I should have gotten a bigger thing because it's on 2 pages. This is the monthly expenses. Then I did a page for shrinking funds, which I had no clue what that was, but then somebody explained it's like your yearly stuff, your registrations, your property tax, what you put away from medical, home repair, that kind of stuff. So I wrote out here, and I'm going to show you all this stuff. And then cash expenses, what you use every week, okay? So I wrote this stuff out, and then I did totals. I should be able to be saving at least $500 a month. Is that happening? No, it is not. And I needed to find out why. And I found out why. It's because I have a big problem. So anyway, my husband gets paid. He's also a veteran, so he gets stuff from that. And then everybody with kids gets that child tax credit. Well, that's been a nice thing to have, and it's really been helpful, but I should have been putting that in my savings account since we started this, and I wasn't. I'm going to try now. So with all of that month, we should have $1,700, a little over $1,700. I wrote down our mortgage, electricity, internet, car insurance. I wrote down all the expenses, everything that I spend every month that comes out, and all of this stuff, all of it. There's credit cards in here, and I think I went through that already, explained to you guys that we did have credit. We had to pay them all off to get ourselves out of problems and refinance our house so we could manage the house payment. We did all of that. But in order to get his credit back up, you have to have these things, which sucks because they rape you in, You don't have to, I guess. But in order to improve your credit, we kind of had to. We started out with one, built that up, and they're all paid off except for one. And that is because we're having, our furnace had an issue. So we didn't have the money to get it fixed. So we had to use the card. We had to buy the part. Well, the part was faulty, defective, whatever. We have to send it back. There's a big to-do with it. So until the credit card company gives me back my money, I have to pay on that card. So we're going to have an excess eventually, but I'm only paying the minimum on that until that gets fixed. So I'm hoping it's fixed here soon. And then the other ones we don't use. I mean, we only use those if we absolutely have to. So they are there, and there's only one that I have to pay on, but the rest of them are paid off. So, and then I was going to look into the cable company because we got rid of it. We had Dish TV, we had Dish, the outside thing, whatever. Got rid of it because it was friggin' expensive. It was like $150 a month. That was nuts. So I'm like, and we only watched certain things on it. And I'm like, Ariel's getting older. She watches Netflix. I'm like, we don't need to have this. So I had to figure out how to because there were like our local channels, our news channels and stuff, we still had to have some kind of cable thing to be able to watch it. So I didn't want to pay $150 a month anymore. That was ridiculous. So I looked into an app, and it was through AT&T, but now it's called Direct TV Stream. But it's still expensive. It's $69 a month, but it has all the channels that we need on it. And I've tried to even change it, and I'm on the lowest one they have. So unless we don't watch TV anymore at all, I could save $69 a month, but no. My husband has certain channels that he has to have. So that. And then medical stuff, we have a copay of $30 every time we go. Me, Jeff, or Ariel. So that's $60. Well, $90. But we don't all go every month. It's usually if I have to take her, she's 1 month. And then if something happens to my husband, then he go. Lately, it's just been him. So I can plan on $30 every month for one of us having to go to the doctor. That's what I kind of brought it down to, is that for medical. My cell phone, I thought I was paying $300 and something a month. I'm not. I sent my phone back to get a credit, and it brought it down, so it's only at $210, which is good for 3 phones, and it's unlimited and all of that. So I figured out that she has to have Disney Plus. We do subscribe on Amazon for dog bones and vitamins, because the stores that we go to never have them. So unless I get rid of the dogs, and I don't want to stay healthy, you know. So I wrote down the accounts. P is for personal, W is my other personal account, and then wrote down, I circled it if it automatically comes out, what I pay it out of. We have a loan on his car, and it's paid off in December. All paid off. But we're looking to get a new vehicle. But I didn't want to have another car payment until that one was paid off. And I want it either under or at what we've been paying, because I know that we've been doing it every month. We can do that. So I don't want to pay more than, I think our payment every 2 weeks is $151 and change. So what is that? 305 or 306. So just say $310 a month. I don't want to pay more than that for a vehicle, but we need to have a 4-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive vehicle that is gas economical. I have a Hummer. It's a pig. And we use it in the summer to pull the boat, to go to the lake and stuff, and I'll use it once in a while during the summer. But for the most part, we only use it when we go camping in the summertime. I do use it in the winter because it's 4-wheel drive. And so we will still have the Hummer. I don't owe anything on the Hummer. We don't owe anything on his truck. We don't owe anything on any vehicles right now except for his Mustang. And that'll be paid off in December. Yay. And he's like, do you want to get a new car? I'm like, we'll be all paid off. Why would we want another payment? But we've already been having problems with my Hummer, and it's getting expensive. I think we spent $3,000 this summer on that thing. And we did it because we need that vehicle. But if we're going to get a new vehicle, then let's think about it. So I said, well, you want another truck? I would rather have like an Edge type deal, SUV, because we had one, but it died. So I would like something all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. So we've been looking at them, and we found a couple. And if we can, one of them with payments like $100 and something a month. I'm like, yeah, nice. So we'll see what happens with that. But I don't want to pay more than that. And then we have bank statement fees. I'm old school. I like to have the paper. So on 3 of our accounts, I get paper, and then the 2 business accounts, there's a maintenance fee because if you don't keep your balance above a certain amount, which we do not. Occasionally we do, but it's $5 a month, you know. Sinking funds. This is the one where I wasn't sure, and this is where I'm still stuck, guys. Okay. Property tax is easy. So we pay that in November. At the end of November, that's paid off. We only have to pay for our shop back here, property taxes. Our house property taxes are paid for through our insurance company. I don't have to worry about that. But the shop payments, I have to pay for. So it's 300, and like this year, I think what is it this year? It's 300 and, it's 350, I think. 300 and, let's see. It is 315. Actually, it went up. It's 329. So it's like 350-ish, you know, for that. And so I knew that's coming, but I have to plan for it now. It's due the end of next month. Hubby likes to just take the money and go pay for it. Well, I said, I can't do that. I have to split the bills bi-weekly because that's how he gets paid. So starting in January, actually December, I've got to figure, and I can do that. I can sit here and I just figured 375 and divide that by 12. And then I have to divide it again by 2 because he gets paid twice a month. So I have to figure that out. That's easy. That one's easy. The car registrations are another thing. And that's where I did this. Well, where is it? I took a piece of paper. Okay, right here. Car registration. I was trying to do the math. So I was trying to figure out, okay, between November, December timeframe and January, because I have one due in January, I have one due in April, I have one due in May, I have one due in June, and then one in August and one in November. So for January, it's $62.75. So if I start planning after November, because I have that one due in November, I've already figured it out. I have to take $41 out every paycheck until the end of November. And that should be the amount, more than enough, to pay for that registration for that vehicle for the end of November. So I've already figured that one out for November. Now starting for January, by the end of January, I got to come up with $62.75. So from end of November, so December and January, I've got 4 paychecks. So I divvied it up into 4. 62 divided by 4 is 41. So I still have to continue to take $41 out every paycheck until the end of January to pay that. And then from January to April, I got January, February, March, April. I've got 3 months. 2, 4, so that's 6 paychecks. So I can divvy that up by 6, divide that by 6, and that's what I have to figure out. And then I figured it up for April, May, June to pay all of these. I have to, that's $188.25. So every paycheck from December, from after January, so starting February, I have to take out $32 each paycheck. And that should pay for those. January, February, April, May, and June's. And then I have July to pay the boat one, but I have to pay that one early because I have to figure that one out come June. I'll have to add that in, that 32. So I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm having a hard time grasping my head around it. So I started figuring it out, but And then, yeah, so for sinking funds, I'm having a hard time with this. And then we have to pay gas for the camper. So I think there's still a tank. We have 2 tanks in there, and I think it's still, one I know is full, and I think the other one is half, but we usually top it off, and that's about $50. So I have to make sure that I get that in there before August. No, before June. By June. I better write June in here. And then, how do you figure out, this is my question for you guys, how do you figure out your car maintenance? My husband does a lot of our stuff. He's a mechanic. So once in a while, I'll have to go down and do, like right now, my car sounds like a helicopter. And I'm like, what is wrong? And my husband took it for a ride. He says it's the ball bearings. So I'm going to have to replace those. And they're about $40-something a piece plus labor. I don't know that yet because the guy hasn't been able to get it up on the lift to find out for sure that's what it is. That's what my husband thinks it is. How do you figure out car maintenance? You have no clue on what stuff's going to cost you until it happens. How do you figure out what to save? So that's one question that I have that I don't know. We usually go in and get oil changes for these cars sometime within the year. Usually every 3,000 or so miles we go, but it depends on how much you drive. Medical, I already explained that one. Home repair. I just spent buku bucks on my air conditioner and my furnace this year. Do I go off of that, what we spent? So if something happens again, I mean, I know the year before, last year, my husband had to redo all the pipes, the drain pipes in here because they're nasty, bunked up, and there was no clean out, and he had to put clean outs on them. And if I had to hire somebody to come in here and do that, it would have been close to between $2,000 and $5,000. I mean, how do you figure out home repair, car maintenance? How do you figure that out? I have no idea how to figure those out, and I'd like to. I don't know. We just kind of deal with it when it pops up, and I don't want to do that anymore. I just don't know how to figure that out. So anyway, this is a long video, guys, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just doing everything they said. I wrote it all down. So for sinking funds, the totals that I got for what I know of is $1,200 a year. That's crazy. But we have so many cars. We do not need that many cars. But they're all for different uses. He has his Mustang, and he's already sold 2 of them. And we bought this one. I'm not going to make him sell another one. I mean, if we get terminally ill and we need the money, yes, he would. But I am not going to make him sell. He does not get very many splurges, joyfulness. He's always working. He needs something, you know, so I'm not going to take that from him. We have a boat. We have a camper. Not a whole lot to do with the camper or the boat. The boat we just redid. The camper he just fixed in the last 2 years. So I mean, I'm not worried about those. But we have the Fusion. That's a good car. When his dad died, his mom gave us a beautiful brand new car. I mean, it's brand new. Hardly any miles on it. He needed a car in case he ends up having to go back to work. He has to drive. And so gas is expensive right now. So I hope, so far he does not have to go back. And if he does have to go back, when he does go back, I'm hoping it's only going to be maybe once or twice a week. That would be cool. But then I got to figure in gas. But anyway, that's why we have that car. And we only use that car if we're going distance stuff. Like if I go shopping, I take that car. Yesterday we took Ariel out. We went away. We took that car, you know. His truck is mostly for his car business, his Yes Your Auto stuff. But he also uses it sometimes to go to the dump. It's the truck that pulls our camper. We have a 5th wheel. So it's the truck that pulls our camper. And then I have my little beater car, my little Ford Focus, and that's the one that sounds like a helicopter right now. That's my little teeny car. It takes 20 bucks to fill. That's my running around car to go from in town. If I take Ariel somewhere in town, that's the car that I use. I can fill that up. It lasts me 2 weeks and then some, usually, depending on what I have to do. And then I have my Hummer. I explained that. We don't need all these vehicles. But yeah, so anyway, and then I have my GoDaddy domain names. These are all businesses, and like his Yesteryear Auto one and his Gunsmith one, they get paid out of that. But if he actually is short and there's no money in there, I have to pay those. So will take money out of personal, and that's 20 bucks a piece. So there's how many of them here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. And then I have my Tiny Toes, and the domain names, I want them because we used to have a website for Yesteryear Auto. I closed down the website, so now I'm only paying for the domain name. My Gunsmith one, he wants to have a website. We're still working on that. My Tiny Toes Reborn Nursery, I would love to have a website for that. I can make the freebie one where it's just informational and then put a link to my eBay page if you want to buy any dolls. I do not want to pay for to take a credit card or whatever. I don't want to pay for that. And that's the problem we're having with the Excalibur arms one, the Gunsmith one. One, nobody wants to take, if you have a gun business, nobody wants to have anything to do with you. So that's an issue. But he can sell gun parts. So that's why he wants the website, so he can sell other things that go along with it. But we haven't got that far yet. And then he is a veteran. He was in the Army for 20 years. I don't know. I forgot. Anyway, he had a website for products by veterans, and he makes pens. He makes different things for that. And he also has helped other veterans. If they want to make something and sell it, he'll put it on his page or whatever. So those are the ones that we have. Our fishing licenses every year we have to renew. I only get mine for 5 days, and it's like 12 bucks, 10, 12 bucks. And it's because I might go fishing. I might not, but Ariel does go fishing. She's going to be 13, so she has to have a fishing license. And he has a fishing license. So I have to at least get 2 of them, okay? And then the state tax. Oh, I spent, for the truck and boat last year, I spent $130 registering both of those. And the other thing I added for this is pet care. Technically, my dog, both dogs, but Bear has allergies. And it's about 30 bucks a month. But I cut the pills in half if he's not really bad and give him that. But I don't always get that every month. And then Belle is 12, and she has arthritis. She has tumors. She's going to end up being put down, but not right away. But she has pain medicine that I got to get. And so that, I think, is another 30. So I'll buy one month and buy the other the next month, and they last like that. And that's for pet stuff. If I want to get them groomed, I have never taken Bear over there to get groomed because he has short hair. I can do it myself. He does need his toenails cut though, and he won't let me do that. But, you know, that's a different visit. But that is pretty much easy. Okay, so next part is cash expenses. So far I've talked about monthly, my sinking funds, and then cash. Groceries, gas for cars, other. I don't know what to do here because car maintenance, do you put that in your sinking fund, right? Clothing, medical copays. Do you put that in this section, or do you put it in your other section? I want to start saving for Christmas come December. After Christmas, I want to start again. We try to do $1,000 for the three of us. So that's it. I think we were under that last year, which was good. But I want to save for that. I want to figure out how to save for that. And, you know, I guess you got to figure out how much. I mean, I know I want it to be 1,000. And then divide that by 12. And then divide that by 2. Because he gets paid twice a month, right? And that's how much I should be putting away for that. Right? Well, the way I'm doing that adds up between the registrations, and then if I do Christmas, that adds up way quick. So groceries is my downfall. There's just 3 of us here, but I buy the dog food. I buy home stuff, you know, paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning items, all that stuff. And that usually lasts. The one that I buy the most probably is paper towels, toilet paper, and laundry soap. Everything else lasts me a while. I'll buy trash bags. I'll buy the big thing of trash bags. They last me a little bit, you know. But groceries is a big one. I mean, for the 3 of us, I shouldn't be paying $350, $400 a month. Actually, every time I go shopping, I go twice a month. So the first part of the month is usually the biggest. And then, like, I'm supposed to go again here pretty quick. I've got to shorten that. I'm just afraid I'm going to run out of stuff. So I get more of it each time, and I don't really need to. So I got to figure out how to bring that down to like 150. So I've made a shopping list. I've got to go through it and figure it out. But my problem is I'll walk through Walmart and I'm like, ooh, that's cool. That's a problem. And I want to start for Ariel. I want to start, she's 13. She'll be 13. She's going to be 13 Tuesday. 13. She wants things, you know. So I thought we get paid twice a month. So I thought, you know, I could do $10 every 2 weeks to start out with, so she has $20 a month. Or I could do $20 every 2 weeks, and that's $40 a month. I don't, because she always wants clothes. So I'm thinking if I do the 40, then I can take 20 of that and she can get a pair of pants, or she can get a pants and a shirt. Or like right now she needs snow boots and she needs a jacket. So yeah, so that's the 3, guys. I wrote it all down into 3 different sections is what I'm understanding it as. Now I have to break it down from there. So with his income and the child credit is, let's see, yeah, I figured it out because he gets paid twice a month. So it's $4,231. That should be more than enough for all of us. And then monthly expenses, I added it all up. You know, like the normal monthly expenses, your rent, your, you know, that all that stuff. That's $1,750. That leaves $2,473. That's still a lot left over. And then the sinking funds, try to figure out the yearly stuff, and that equals out to $1,200. And that still leaves me $1,100 a month. I don't have that. Like, what the heck? And I know it's going to groceries, it's going to gas, it's going to miscellaneous crap that it shouldn't be going to. So so the next video, so that's what I've come down to. Just what I wrote right here, just what I wrote in these 3 things. Did I add in groceries? No, just from the sinking funds and the monthly expenses, I should have $1,173 a month. Because my stuff does not change. My expenses does not change. So the electricity and the heat may fluctuate, but for the most part, this is what I have a month. Right there is 1,173. Okay. I didn't add in groceries. I didn't take out groceries. I didn't take out gas for the car. Okay. And whatever else I want to save for. So that's going to tell me what I can do per month to save after I take out groceries and gas, which is going to be about, I should have at least between $500 and $700 left over. I really should. So I can put this money towards that stuff. Now, the child tax credit is only going to be around until December. Then $250 is going to be off of this. I have got to get a job. I have got to do something. And I know that. But I do not want to go. I want to figure out what I can do from home. So there we go, guys. There's the first video. I don't know if that helped anybody or what. Where we are a one-income home. So I don't know. And I see people doing it. I don't know how they're doing it. I just need to watch more videos, I guess. But that's what I did so far, guys, right to here. I still have to figure out the sinking funds thing, how I'm going to divvy up everything here out of that amount of money. I don't have enough. So, plus groceries. I have to really figure out the necessities. Christmas is one, and then the car registrations is another. What was the other one? Car registration. I don't know what to do as far medical. I have to put $30 a month in. Car maintenance, home repair. I don't know what to do with that. I really don't know what to do with that. So I don't know. That's what I have now. If you have any insight, feel free to help. I don't know. I think I need I just need to, it's so overwhelming that I'm getting frustrated. And I just need to sit down with it and just try to figure it out. But my husband knows there's a problem. So I have to figure this out my own way and everything. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And we'll see what happens. Okay, on to the next video, and I'll show you what happened this beginning part of the month. All right, I will see y'all again soon. Bye now.